In 2020, I sat on a phone call with our CEO, and he was announcing furloughs. It was April 22nd, 2020. A hard conversation coming from a CEO. I mean, we knew we were going to lay people off. I got a call from my boss, and I'm standing on my patio, and we were talking about it. And talking about, if I had to lay somebody off, who would I lay off? I didn't want to lay anybody off, obviously. We already had too much work, but I understand the situation, right? My wife comes downstairs and she says, "We have a liver." It's 11 o'clock in the morning. And I said, "I don't eat liver. It's not something I want. Why would you buy liver?" And she goes, "No, we have a liver." And I'm like, "I'm not eating liver." I'm trying to pay attention to this conversation. And she goes, "No, they have a liver for Ben at Cincinnati. We have to go." So I told my boss, I started to say, his name was Butch, and I started to say, "Butch, I got to go." And he said, go and call me when you have time. Let me know how things are. He didn't say anything about the job. He didn't say anything about whether we had to lay anybody off or anything. He texted me a couple times. I was at the hospital just to tell me they were thinking of us, and to let him, know this type of stuff. But when I talk about humanity and people caring, right, that's a great example. When something really serious happened in my life, this guy who was my boss, and we're in an intense situation. We're trying to deliver some really difficult stuff, and now we're being told that we may have to lay people off. He didn't care about any of that. He cared about my family. And it taught me through a great example about how you treat people as a human being, right? And so luckily we didn't have to lay anybody off. My team was intact. But I was, for 2 weeks, we just texted back and forth a little bit and had a little bit of a conversation. He'd call me and ask me how things were going, stuff like that. We never talked about work other than, "Hey, you don't have to lay anybody off. I got your back. Don't worry about it." That's probably one of the most extraordinary examples of leadership I ever saw in my life, and endeared me to him forever. It was intense. So I tried to model that. I tried to model that the whole time, and still try to model that.